Well, hello everyone. This is Mod. He's got a bit of a cold.
He does?
Well, he does if he sounds like me, at least.
It could be worse. It could be 4040. Hi, I'm 4040. I'm coming to you sounding like Barry White.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we are doing something a little bit different today. Mod, running out of things to say in his little Euro Truck blog, decided to say, hey, why don't you come on and do all the talking instead, and I can do some driving.
I can't really disagree with that one, though.
So happy to oblige. Here I am. Haven't played this for a while, and my parking is atrocious. I'm recording this just basically, I think, to give people some laughs. So I am. Let's bring up the map. I am down here in Zurich, and where are you, good sir?
I am in, if I'm pronouncing it right, Lodz. L-O-D-Z, Lodz, in the middle, smack bang in the middle of Poland.
Which is right over there. So we're about a continent apart. So I don't think we're going to be doing a convoy today.
Sadly not.
No, but I'm going to pick up a job. Mod is going to pick up a job, and we're going to have a chat while driving around. At least that's the plan. So let's have a quick look at the freight market. I'd love to get one of these Christmas jobs because I've almost completed this task. It is possible if you do, what was it? It's about 4,000 miles, isn't it? 4,000 kilometres.
4,443 kilometres or 2,760 miles.
Yeah, of delivery of these Xmas gifts packages, which is, what is it? That's the distance from the Euro Truck developers' headquarters to the North Pole. Then you get some extra skins. So I've been running around doing these. I'm about 78% done at the moment, which I'm quite happy with. But there doesn't seem to be any of those nearby, so rather than just drive around, I'm going to pick up a job and see where it takes me. And I'd like to go east if I can. And Nuremberg? Nuremberg is to the east of me. Everything else isn't, by the looks of it.
I'm going to head to Stuttgart, I think, because there's a gift job there, and oh my god, it's busy here.
Oh, well, Zurich is almost empty, to be honest with you. Stuttgart, where is Stuttgart? That's almost across the continent, isn't it?
Shouldn't be too far from Zurich, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes, Stuttgart, where are we, Stuttgart? Yeah, yes, it's a couple of, Okay, I'm going to take that Nuremberg job then. And, well, I'm pretty much stay in the area and I can more or less meet you there. Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get there. Hopefully.
Yeah. It's only a continent away. I've seen how you drive. It won't take you too long.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether to thank you for that one or not. Oh, just to mention for everybody at home, this is a slightly different winter mod to the one I usually use. I usually use the one by Dalibor and the other chap whose name I forget. This one's different.
Not quite as good, I think, actually, having seen the one on your channel. But, yeah, it's not that bad. It looks wintry.
There's icicles hanging from the lampposts. That's
yes.
Awesome.
Oh, well, we are both ardent lovers of Christmas, so I think the less we say about that one, the better, until we... And otherwise, we're going to spend the next half hour just griping at each other.
Yeah, all I can see on the back of Matilda is Merry Christmas. Lovely. I wish you'd seen that one when they made people vote for what the new Liberals going to be for the Christmas period.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate.
Go on, you go, sir.
Okay, I was just thinking, I've just noticed a little bug. None of the traffic lights seem to have their lights working correctly. All I can see is the reflected lights.
Oh.
Which is a little bit of a problem.
I can see the lights fine.
Oh, okay. It's something personal then, okay.
The game doesn't like you.
Many people don't, it's quite okay.
I could live with that, I don't know about you.
Because I don't like them back. So how are you doing on your Xmas deliveries challenge? How far have you got so far?
I've got 31% of the way through.
Ah, that's not bad.
The only problem I've really got is I thought it'd be a lot more easier to find Christmas jobs, but they're all scattered all over the place, and as you know, I only ever play when I'm recording.
Yes.
So I've got a lot of work to do to complete the distance, and I don't want to do this off camera if I'm honest, but I've got a nasty feeling I'm going to have to if I want to get that livery.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, I'm 78% in, so that's about 2,000 miles, and I've travelled about 4,000 miles doing it.
Just a bit.
So, yeah. So it's do a delivery, look around the continent for another delivery, run over there, do another delivery, look around the continent for it. It's been a lot of driving. So let's take this one to Nuremberg.
I don't know why, but you got me wanting to break out into song.
I have this nice shiny £5 note for you if you don't.
Ooh, but it's a big break theme tune.
Well, you go with what you.
I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting myself.
Yeah. That's quite alright. I've got these noise reducing earbuds here, so you just carry on. I mean, that's actually unfair. I don't think I've ever heard you sing, to be honest with you, but I've heard me sing, and that's bad enough.
Well, I think what happens is you happen to have this premonition of Mod's going to sing. I'll just change the channel.
Yes, that'd do wonders for our views. There we go.
I'll refrain this time. I wouldn't want to go torturing your viewers as well as my own.
People actually, it's quite worrying. I mean, people keep encouraging me to sing. I've got to assume that it's because they're masochists.
We should duet.
Yes. Modern Simon, break windows.
Very true. All of a sudden, I'm thinking Monty Python. I've got this feeling I want to sing. No, well, I'm none of that here. None of that. No singing here. No. I have to sing. No, go on. Well, I've none of that in my castle.
Yes. So we can do it while eating ham and jam and Spamalot. Why not? Eek. Well, that's a good start.
Uh-oh.
Start off by taking a corner too fast and hitting the center divide.
Always a good start.
It's actually this is worth pointing out. I don't have a driver's license.
For real?
For real. I don't drive. I took some rather nasty spinal injury a few years back, and after recovering from that, I never really trusted my hand-eye coordination.
Oh.
So, don't do that. So here I am playing Euro Truck Simulator, driving across Europe, with no actual driving experience.
I was kicked from the game. My ping is too high.
Oh, I had that one early on as well.
Why is my ping too high? My internet's fantastic. It's fabulous, darling.
I was kicked from the game. Reason? Too high average ping.
It doesn't like us.
Yes. But if it's both of us, I've got to assume it's something,
Server side.
Yes. Well, I'm just going to carry on with this delivery. Assume you're going to carry on with your delivery, and we'll chat.
But I'm carrying on. Where were you aiming to, anyway?
I'm going to Nuremberg.
Ah, yes. How close is that to Stuttgart?
It's about a city away.
Not that it matters, because we've both been kicked. We could probably relog, and by relog I mean restart the entire client, which is not ideal, let's be honest.
Well, Alpha is as Alpha does, let's be honest.
On the plus side, it means we've got the roads all to ourselves, and no one will drive into us.
I mean, let's face it, this is truckers' heaven, really, isn't it? Every lorry driver I've met does, in their souls, believe that the roads would be so much better if they removed every driver apart from themselves.
Just looking, and the moon looks alright, but then slightly to the left of the moon you got the sun. It looks like it's a great big disco ball. Are you seeing that yourself?
I'm seeing the moon here, and I would see the sun. Oh yeah, I can see the sun. Yeah. This is, worth pointing out, very, 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 very alpha.
I appreciate the fact they're putting it on for free and everything. I do. And it is very much an alpha release. Very much so. I was actually just saying, you won't have seen it because at the time of recording this, Thursday's episode won't have gone up. But I did give the guys who do the multiplayer mod a great big, give them a big thumbs up, guys, they're awesome. Give them some love. They need some love. Apart from when they leave the bloody speed limiter on.
Yeah,
Come
the
on!
last.
On the plus side,
Yeah.
we're not crashing anywhere.
Yes,
Yet.
it must be hard for you not be doing 80.
It's frustrating, I'll be honest, mate. But,
Oh.
you know? I,
I know. No, it's going with what you're used to and being hobbled is never fun. But I, on the other hand, the first time I played this game, I think the first couple of hours, I was afraid to do anything above 30.
really?
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm not a driver, so eek other traffic, eek walls, eek the AI is crap.
Hasn't the AI improved so much since the early days?
Yes, absolutely. One thing I have noticed about the AI is it's actually they've introduced badness. They've introduced poor quality driving into the AI.
Yeah, I noticed that on myself.
Yeah, I was just playing this morning a little bit, just warming up before we came on together, and I noticed a traffic accident which I wasn't involved in, which I think is almost unique.
I had that happen myself, actually, about a week ago.
Hmm.
And I'm just driving along. There's a car and a couple of lorries. It looks like the car's tried to overtake the lorry, got it wrong, and clipped the lorry. The lorry's gone and jackknifed.
Ooh, ouch.
And I'm like, right, I'm going a bit fast here, about, I don't know, 80. So I decided to eat dirt.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I remember that. That was yeah. Yes. Yes, I remember
Ah! Pop up on the screen. Go away, go away.
that. Oh dear.
Oh, shit. I'm actually going to have to stop for a second. There's a horrible pop-up on my screen for adware. Horribly invasive. I don't know why I don't uninstall it.
Yeah, it doesn't really help much, does it?
No.
And it appears I'm running out of fuel. Oh, I've got 175 miles worth of fuel. I'm not going to panic about that one too much.
It'll be fine, I think.
Yeah. I always get out and push.
Why don't you just stick your feet through the floor, Fred Flintstone style?
Yes. Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. If we're going to do this, we've got to ask the obvious question. All right. Which one was sexier? Wilma or Betty?
Betty.
Good choice. Good choice. Yeah, okay, Wilma was more traditionally attractive, but Betty was cuter.
You do realise we're talking about prehistoric cartoon ladies here, right?
Yes, absolutely. Anyone who's used to my channel, especially my live streams, is probably thinking, yeah, this is about par for him.
Okay, so obviously you're got used to this.
I think they throw their hands up with despair from time to time, which I can understand. It's actually really nice having the roads to oneself, because, quite frankly, I'm probably crossing about 3 lanes as I'm driving down here.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just following the red line on my sat nav.
Yeah, I mean that is this game, really, isn't it? You take a job, you follow the red line. You take another job, you follow the red line. You try not to crash into something while doing it.
But at the same time, you make this game what you want to make of it. I mean, you don't have to take jobs anywhere.
Yes.
And you don't have to take the great big long ones, and you don't have to follow the red line. In fact, I found sometimes it's optimal to ignore the red line, because sometimes it'll send you down country lanes. And I'm just like, no, I hate country lanes. I'm sticking to the motorways. It might cost you an extra half an hour, but the risk of penalties if you go down the country lanes from either hitting somebody or getting stuck behind traffic, or traffic getting stuck behind you as you're going up a hill and then overtaking you, or even crossing that line into the next lane.
Yes. Not least to mention the unexpected level crossing, which almost happened to me today.
Oh, do tell, do tell.
Oh, so I was doing, what was it, about 55 down the road with a 30 mile an hour speed limit. And I turned around a corner and then realised why there was the 30 mile an hour speed limit.
Excellent, excellent.
So they're in front of me, the level crossing, the barriers were down, the train was going past, I was braking like mad. Fortunately, the train got past and the barriers went up before I got there because I wasn't stopping. Oh, actually, that is one thing that amuses me about this game. Is you've noticed that the barriers seem to be made out of collapsium or something equally indestructible.
Adamantium.
Because
Mimim's cooking.
My cooking, yeah. No, I've hit one of those 80 miles an hour and completely totaled my lorry, and it's just stayed there going, yeah, okay. Well, what about it? Huh? I've just been hit by 25 tons worth of potatoes, but who cares?
Had something similar happen during the 100th episode live stream. That was interesting because Watson, a good old brother of mine, Watson, decided to rear-end me and push me into a lamppost. I got taken to 100% straight away, and the lamppost was like, "Come on then, come on, I'll have you. It's just a flesh wound, isn't it?"
Yeah, it's quite amazing how that works out.
Yeah, I've knocked over signposts quite happily.
Yes. Now, when I started to play this game, barely a corner signpost survived, but so it's probably a good thing those weren't indestructible. I might not have made my first mile.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it?
Yes.
So many toll roads in Europe, bloody hell.
Yes.
You have to pay £63, really? For the privilege of driving on your stupid, shitty road?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've seen the M6. I've travelled across the M6, where you pay a little bit of money for the privilege of parking on the road. So,
yeah, this is true. Good old M6. The roadworks apparently will be finished by spring 2015. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Don't know about you, but the ones up by Birmingham in particular, they've been there for about 5 years at least. They're never going to be done.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I mean, there's one or two roadworks down here that have actually started to form small communities around them.
Ooh. We're talking like with porter cabins and travellers.
Well, actually, I think they've moved through the shantytown level, and now they're starting to make brick buildings. Sort of communities, third generations worth of road workers working on them.
Welcome to Dale Farm, the second coming.
Yeah. Fairly certain I was speeding. I was fairly certain those were cameras, but I'm fairly certain I didn't get caught. Jolly good.
That's always good. It's always good.
Absolutely.
The lack of speed is going to slow me down somewhat. We've been driving for about 15 minutes roughly, and I've only knocked 3 hours off my total travelling distance. This is going to take some time.
I think it is. You're right. Yes. And I'm starting to get to the other end of that 150 odd miles worth of fuel, and starting to wonder where the petrol stations are. In fact,
well, they're the ones on your sat nav with the green icon with a petrol pump in them.
Yes, yes, and I'd be far more relieved if I could actually see one. No, he's short of petrol. Let's hide the petrol stations. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here for a second and have a quick look.
There's one there, one right there, one there as well. Oh,
yes.
sorry, I didn't realise you could hear that, what we've been in the Skype calls. Saying that for the benefit of my guys at home.
Quick, remove them. Go on.
Sorry, slight degree of smug, and I filled up at the last station anyway.
Well, I filled up at the last station, but by the looks of it, the last station was in Birmingham.
Bloody hell, that long ago, eh?
It feels that way. Actually, that's one of the frustrations about this game, is that it's sleeping, for example. Yeah, it does frustrate me when you're about 100 miles into past your sleeping limit, and thinking, there's a side of a road there. I could just pull up on the side of the road and have a nap. In fact, I would.
The amount of drivers that do that for real?
Yes, absolutely. Personally, that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to robot cars, because as far as I'm concerned, the best thing to do with a car journey is sleep through it.
Are you thinking like Minority Report style, where you just tell the car where you want to go and then it takes care of it for you?
Absolutely.
That would be quite cool.
That would be incredibly cool, you're right.
No, actually better. I Am Legend style, because you can take over by just saying manual control, and you just go with the steering wheel, you go rah everywhere. While fending off a legion of attack robots. So actually, no, maybe that's not the best way. Okay.
I don't know. Let's face it, any journey is spiced by a legion of attack robots.
But then you'd have the choice of which attack robots would you go for. Would you go for the humanoid? What were they actually called for My Am Robot? Did you watch that?
A long time ago, but I read the book, which didn't have any attack robots in it at all.
Something tells me they were called the Nexus 5s. Or maybe I'm just thinking of my phone, because that's a Nexus 5.
Well, I don't know. I mean, let's face it. My Nexus 7 is showing every signs I want to take over the planet. So.
Android. Good old Google app.
Oh yes. No, if I remember right, the Nexus were Blade Runner, weren't they? There's another good film.
That was a good one. Bit messed up at the end with the guy sticking his head through the walls and howling everywhere.
Yeah. That was a touch off the wall, but Rutger Hauer playing Rutger Hauer, which, let's face it, Rutger Hauer only ever played Rutger Hauer, and he did it so well.
You know, I'm tempted to watch at some point. I haven't seen it for a long time. 12 Monkeys.
Oh yeah.
That's a very head twisty film. That.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that one.
Sometimes you just can't beat the oldies. Like, say, for example, my darling other half, Murtai. She is a big fan of Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, good choice.
Not my cup of tea, personally, but...
Yeah, well, I can understand that. They are getting a bit dated these days, aren't they? Well, they were getting dated when I was a child.
Although saying that, there's one... the gentleman that does North by Northwest. I'm trying to think who he is. Can't remember off the top of my head. But that's a good film.
Yeah.
And there's also... I think it's the same guy with Marilyn Monroe, Some Like It Hot. I like that. And not for the obvious reasons either, though that's a nice bonus.
Yeah, it's good films.
But sometimes you do have to move with the times.
You do. Yes. Oh, sometimes the times are moved for you.
Go on.
I just thinking about. I just think a number of conversations I've had over the years about people saying, so and so song that was done by. This famous song, which was done by the Strictly Come X Factor winner, and you're thinking, no, it wasn't. It was done by Janis Joplin. You're an idiot.
Yeah, I think I've finally reached the age now, Simon, where I'm listening to songs and I'm thinking, this was a cover years ago.
Yes.
And my parents used to tell me off for liking it because it was a cover of something they listened to when they were kids.
Yes. And it's that's the thing. I think as I'm getting older, I'm starting to understand the frustration of okay, you like this song, it's a great song, and you're every right to like this song because it's a great song. But I got to be honest with you, the one that was made 20 years ago by someone who could actually sing is so much better.
Oh, on the note of singing, my other half has this strange habit for watching X Factor, and I don't know why. She doesn't know why, but she does it. And she says that this year's talent is even worse than ever, but she still watched it. I'm like, why then? Why? Because it's got the beardy man Andrea.
Well, I put a lot of it down to the fact it's like traffic accidents, which I haven't caused one, which is quite a change for a driver this length. Everybody has to slow down and look.
Yes, actually, I'm sitting here thinking I want to say I've never done that, but I have actually slowed down past a few traffic accidents that I've seen just to see what's actually happened.
Yeah, that's it.
As humans, we have this sick, morbid curiosity, don't we? I swear.
Yeah, and if that sick, morbid curiosity is related to the fact that we want to watch again just to make sure that Bruce Forsyth is still alive.
Oh, how's he still going?
Animatronics, I think.
Oh, on a old people still going note, there's a strong rumour doing the rounds that during this year's Queen's speech, she's apparently going to abdicate.
Is there?
I was just reading up on it last night. A lot of bookies have suddenly taken a lot of bets about this going to be happening, and they've decided, actually, we're just going to stop all bets on it. And they're saying there's no smoke without fire. And in a sense, I see where they're coming from.
Yeah, well, I can see that a little bit, but quite frankly, I've for a long time thought that the only way they're going to get the crown out of her hands is with a crowbar, And more power to her, to be honest with you.
I think that's the way it should be. She shouldn't be abdicating. It's not her
Yes.
fault she hasn't died. She's doing a great job. And why does Charles want to be king? Just because it's something I was born to do. I'd like to be the king before I die, please. I can't do Charles's accent.
It's more like this, isn't it? When he talks to his plants.
That was no good, was it?
That was no good whatsoever, but very, very enjoyable. Thank you very much for that one.
Thank you. I'm here on Thursdays and Sundays. But
Thinking of something very, very enjoyable. My people are now going to get to see me try to park. Now, do you remember that bit I was saying about me not having a license?
yes.
Just think about how much parking experience I've had over the years.
Okay, left hand down. Yeah.
Mm.
Left hand down, then straighten up, and then go. If he's actually doing that at home now, boys and girls, and those that are yet to decide, I'll be so amazed.
So, yeah, the last time I did this in this particular company, it took me about 15 goes to get this parked. So let's see how many I do this time.
You're not as bad as Locke then. Locke took him about half an hour, and we were just so bored. We just drove circles around him waiting. We were just. That was a good day. Locke, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry in the slightest.
I've got to be honest with you, Locke. You know, it was a bit embarrassing watching that, mate. I mean,
Oh, you were there,
at least
weren't
I've
you?
got an
Yes.
excuse, yes. I mean, at least I've got an excuse of being completely bloody useless at this because I have no practice at it whatsoever in a real life situation.
And it all goes quiet while Simon concentrates on parking.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Talk it through to me. I can't see anything, obviously.
About 50% of the way onto the parking area, and I'm going to do that usual thing, which I'm desperately going to try backing up just to see if it's good enough, and it's not.
It's a very generous parking zone, isn't it, for when you try to get precision
Yeah.
parking?
And fortunately, this is one of the easier places to park as well.
Oh, is it like one of those LKW yards with a great big open side?
Well, yes.
You just come in off the road and straight away it's there?
Yep.
Ah, I know which one you're on about.
No, that's 2 backs up, and it wasn't quite good enough. I will get there.
I'm sure you will. Place your bets now, guys. What will happen first? Simon parking or Mod finishing his job?
And please bear in mind that Mod's job takes him all the way across Europe.
I've got another 9 hours to go, apparently.
There's a fairly good chance that you're going to be the one to get there first.
Oh, I don't know about that. Like, we've been going for nearly half an hour now. Time flies.
Yes.
I was hoping to get this up for tomorrow. Don't know about that, no?
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm all about reverse attempt number 5 now.
I wish I could give you some advice, but without actually seeing what you're experiencing yourself, it's very hard to just say if this trailer goes this way, do that. If it goes that way, go this. So I'll just sit here, let you figure it out for yourself, and laugh at your misery.
Done.
What? Oh, screw you, old man. Sorry, I didn't mean to say screw you. Sorry. Go forth and multiply, old man.
I was more offended by the old man, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, oldish man, how's that?
Yeah, that'll do all right.
Besides, you're only 10 year on me. It's not that old, so don't take too much offence. Jeez.
No offence at all, really, Sonny.
Well, I think you'd be more offended if I called you young man. You'd be like, really? Don't lie. Go away. Horrible whippersnapper you.
And one thing I've learned over the years is anyone who calls me young man is after something.
Oh, yeah. It's something I'm starting to experience. Even though I'm just going to start being condescending about something I'm doing wrong.
Yeah. So where are you at the moment, good sir?
I shall have to probably pause and find out. Here's a good. No, you cannot do that. Firstly, stop your truck. Ooh, okay. I forget we're actually still technically on the server, aren't we?
Technically, yeah, and it's worth pointing out that, in all fairness, I don't believe the developers of this have English as their first language.
No, I think they're Mexican.
Yeah, why they're doing a Euro Truck Simulator mod? Dunno, but hey.
Right, I've reached Berlin and I'm heading south towards Leipzig.
Right.
I'm currently on the Autobahn 9, if that makes any sense.
It does, yes. You are actually quite close to me at the moment. I'm in Nuremberg. Where are you heading to again? It's Stuttgart, isn't it?
Yes.
I shall drive over there and meet you there.
Assuming we can get onto the server.
See if I got a job going in that way first, but doing Poznan, Graz, and of course the answer to that is no. Let's just go for a drive.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea, with the snow and the sand and the really cold wind beside the seaside, beside the sea.
Okay, well, that nice shiny £5 note you're going to get for not singing. Looks like I'm keeping that.
I wasn't going to get £5 anyway. It costs more to ship it here. Plus, also, you know, this time of year, wouldn't want to take your hard-earns off you.
I think it's worth pointing out as a Euro Truck Simulator. I was just about to say as a programmer. Oh, there we go. That's my third red signal offence in a row. As a programmer, I try very hard to make sure that my hard-earned cash is as easily earned as possible.
You goddamn computer techie swords, God.
Well, once upon a time, I worked for the Forestry Commission. Then I thought, you know what? I'm sick of getting rained on.
You got bored of working outside, or metaphorically speaking?
I didn't like the job, and I basically it was midwinter. I was sick of getting rained on, and thought, you know what? I actually would rather do a job where I'm thinking for a living. But then I went into programming and just stopped thinking, basically. So.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's actually stop at these lights rather than getting a penalty for.
Maybe I should report you to the admins. What number is above your truck?
Oh yeah, this is so much easier if you don't have to worry about the rest of the traffic, isn't it?
So much easier. Why isn't there an option in normal vanilla Eurotruck to turn off the traffic? I don't know. Not that that would be much fun, because part of the fun is negotiating the traffic.
Yes. And yeah, a lot of the fun is, you know, as I found out the hard way for it, is going around the corner at the speed limit and finding a car coming on your lane in the opposite direction, and basically driving over it, and then swearing for about 30 minutes afterwards. It's very cathartic. You know, just get all that frustration out of your system.
I never had you as a man of bad language. I mean, I'm even trying to bite my tongue now out of respect for the fact I don't think you do much swearing on your own channel.
I don't.
See, that's me being respectful right there.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to give you something you can't use.
It's very much appreciated. I do tend to put up a message that's saying, "This was recorded with Team Tuxedo. Expect naughty words."
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
Not that I mind.
In my defense, I've spent a working lifetime, shall we say, working in hostile environments, warehouses, kitchens, and to me, they're no longer swear words, they're just normal vocabulary.
Yeah.
But I have to just rein it back every now and again and go, actually, other people out there do see them as bad words, so just...
Yes. Personally, I'm not offended by people swearing. I just don't do it. I don't do it very often. But when I start, oh yes, when I start.
You're beginning to sound a bit like that buddy of mine was RK5DF, though.
And yes, I occasionally let go.
Speaking of DF, I think he's coming back over to the UK next year. Yay!
I heard a rumour of that effect as well. Eek! Eek!
Eek, eek, have you run over a school of mice?
Worse, I was too busy thinking about a certain person coming to this country that I forgot to turn. This is never a good thing, especially when it's one of those collapsium barriers in front of you. So I've just done another 5% of damage to my truck.
But the mice are okay.
But the mice are okay. The mice will survive with minor injuries.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yes, I heard a rumor to that effect as well, and I'm wondering if I can get my passport out and come up north when that happens.
A passport? Do you live in Cornwall or something?
Not that far away from it. No. Where do I want to go? I want to go right.
Saying that, though, Cornwall is a lovely part of the world.
It is a very nice part of the world.
If I had the money, I'd have a holiday home there. It'd be empty for 11 months of the year, but the other month, oh yeah.
Yes.
I'd probably spend 3 weeks cleaning it up and then 1 week packing everything away again.
I do love that part of the world. One of the places I've enjoyed living the most is Bristol, and the area around that.
Okay. Funny you mentioned Bristol, because living in Stafford, we have to go through Bristol, more or less, to get to Cornwall.
Yes.
And every time we've gone through Bristol, people say you need to leave at 6 in the morning or something stupid, because if you get Bristol traffic jams, you're screwed.
Yes.
So every time I've been to Cornwall, every time we've been to Western-super-Mare or down south or anywhere like that, excuse me, we've been expecting traffic jams, nothing. So we're thinking, okay, let's just leave normal time. Then we got stuck in Bristol for 2 hours.
Sounds about right. I used to live in Willsbridge, which is quite literally just on the outskirts of Bristol. In fact, the house I lived in had Bristol on one side and nothing on the other side. You know, it's just farmland.
Ooh.
And when working in Bristol, I would find some days it was actually quicker to walk than take the bus. It's about a 5-mile journey.
Blimey.
Possibly a little bit longer than that. And some days, yeah, it was quicker to walk.
That's impressive, shall we say?
Yeah. It's not really Bristol's fault. It's just the city centre infrastructure has never been up to the number of people that live there. Yeah. Possibly when you were travelling into Bristol meant flagging down a horse and carriage, but certainly not now.
Back in day.
Back in day, yeah. Well, I think that's a little bit more than back in day, but no, it's a really, really nice city there. And if you ever get the chance to stop and just go through the centre and just get the ambience, and it's well worth it. In fact, I've got a Minecraft build in mind that I've been planning for about 2 or 3 months now, which is basically based upon a few of the buildings I used to walk past on the way into work in the morning.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an entire fishing village, and the style is going to be along the lines of the stuff that Fix has done on the Strangeland servers.
You mean the multicoloured houses?
Yes, but based upon some existing houses by the river in Bristol, as I used to walk past every day. I am now the master. I've leveled up to level 20.
Yay! Some way to go you have, young Padawan.
Yes, I have this irresistible urge now to kill the Gallifreyans, but apart from that, I mean, I've proved my complete incompetence at driving to everybody who watches my channel and is also foolish enough to load this up, but I'm still the master.
It's very bloody dark, isn't it? It's the one thing
Yes.
about the multiplayer server I'm not overly keen on. It seems to progress in real time,
Yeah.
which is silly because it's telling me it's now 3 minutes to 8, and it's pitch black. Apart from the great big disco ball.
Yeah, I think it's probably an effect of the server crash. It's not advancing the time anymore. Oh, okay.
You okay there, boy?
Yes.
Dare I ask?
I think I found the screenshot for today.
What have you done?
I gotta remember what's the screenshot key in Euro Truck Simulator? Oh, you've got to
F12.
bring up. Yeah, I think Fraps is arguing that. Okay, what I'm going to do is switch to photo mode.
Ah, that's always... I like photo mode. I do. It's a little weird to use at first, but when you get the hang of it, the controls are actually quite intuitive.
Yes. But this, I think, anyone who's seeing my screen at the moment will say, this is one hell of a screenshot.
Have you crashed your truck?
No. I just got the perfect view of the disco ball.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
apparently... Now my ETA keeps on dropping all the while. I was misreading something. I've got 4 hours 42 to go to my destination.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, that's a touch buggy as well, I've noticed. Oh, let's turn mirrors and sat-nav and that back on.
Ah, I see Nuremberg on my sat-nav just popped up.
Alright. You're probably closer to there than I, then.
Where are you going to be heading, sorry?
I was heading towards Stuttgart.
Ah.
In fact, let's actually just check that to make 100% sure. Yeah, I'm right. Yep, I'm going right for Stuttgart. I'm just paranoid when it comes to maps.
Did you hear something then?
Nope.
So I think the other half's attacking the cats. Or maybe the cats are attacking her.
When it comes to kittens, sometimes it's hard to tell.
And then I give it a couple of minutes and she'll come charging in here. Can't you hear what I'm telling you? No, my studio is soundproof. I can't hear anything. You know this. Then she'll come in, rant and rave, and then she'll walk off again. I'm like, okay, fine, but my studio is soundproof. Go away, you horrible person.
A soundproof studio. It sounds like the secret of a long and happy marriage.
It's not even been designed this way. It's just filled with junk that absorbs all the noise. Pile of magazines here, pile of model kits there. It's all good.
Yeah, no, it's
Unless you're standing right by the door, in which case then you can hear somebody on the other side of the thin wooden flimsy thing shouting through.
the thin wooden flimsy thing sort of defeats the whole object, but it's going to be interesting to see you doing one of these one days, and the cats have decided what they really, really, really need is your attention right now.
Oh, the interrupted recording I did yesterday, Watson. I was recording a pink version of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh no!
Oh no doesn't even begin to cover it. It's something he challenged me to do a long time. There's a trilogy of hacks for Sonic 1, 2 and 3, all using Amy Rose with subtle-ish pink alterations. And it was about Labyrinth Zone on Sonic 1 when the cats decided to break into the room, and Watson spent most of his time trying to retrieve said cats and get them out.
Yes, but you don't understand. I want to be there. I've got to be there. I must be there. I don't know why, but I must be there.
Oh, we know this, but what about my cats?
Yeah, that's true. The cats as well. I do get into their mind quite easily.
I know what you mean, man. I thought I'd go for a cheap joke, damn it.
Yeah, so I just empty my own of all thoughts. It seems to work.
I found the best way to remove cats from a situation is to, well, let's say we've got a cellar, right? And they go down to the cellar when I go down to get a cold drink out. Oh, cellar's brilliant this time of year for that, I tell you. But anyway,
Absolutely. Yes.
the cats will come down with me, and then I can't get them out. So I just shut the door. All of a sudden, oh no, we're stuck, let us out. Okay.
Yes.
Out you come. Thank you.
There's a door here. I must be on the other side of it. Actually, you reminded me of a cat that my flatmate used to own when I was at college. It was called Cosmic. Wonderful little cat. Used to sit on my shoulder and read the newspaper with me in the morning.
Ooh, shoulder cat, awesome.
Yes. Yeah, a shoulder cat is a wonderful thing. But one thing it would do was eat off of plates.
Oh.
Right up to the day when I made a very, very, very hot curry.
Ooh.
I think it took about 3 days to get the cat off the ceiling.
Oh dear.
I don't think my driving skills are up to doing this and talking at the same time, which is probably going to result in another amusing crash for everyone. Sorry to disappoint everyone.
You get used to it. It does come with time. I mean, I'm assuming you're not going to be doing Euro Truck regularly on your channel.
I should imagine not, to be honest with you. I mean, perhaps we'll have another one of these chatty sessions down the line.
I'd love to. You know how I roll with that.
Yes, and perhaps I'm going to get loads and loads of comments now saying, "Oh my God, that was fantastic!" But that's probably unlikely.
And to the person that says I've got a nice voice, hi, my name's Mars. How you doing? My number is.
You can't have her. She's my follower, mine.
I don't want her. I just want her number, and her body, and her soul, her eternal soul.
If it's the person I think it is, thank you once again for making me those wonderful skins. I think that was the person. My new Minecraft skins. There was the one I was wearing for the ultra hardcore, which everyone found so amusing.
Yeah.
And now I'm wearing a Christmas version. Yeah, I know, but still.
You do it for the fans here, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, if it wasn't for my lot, I wouldn't be wearing this Christmas livery thingy.
Yeah. Or be involved with anything pink. Yes.
All I have to say is, screw you, Locke. Screw you.
Mm.
And what?
Actually, that was when I first started watching your videos. Was when Matilda was pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember how you were so happy about that.
Well, what started you with the YouTube anyway? I mean, I noticed when we first hooked up, you were probably just about starting.
That's about right. Yes.
And now look at you. You've done phenomenally well. You're a master of self-promotion. I'm quite jealous.
Yeah, well, you've just described me as a publicity whore. Thank you very much. Which is probably actually close to the truth, to be honest with you.
Publicity whore is such a strong expression because it's only one step away from attention whore, which you're clearly not. And attention whores are just, no, go away, bad attention.
Yeah, actually, what started me off doing YouTube, funny enough, was getting into Kerbal Space Program, which is an absolutely fantastic game, but oh so slow. And, in that 45 minutes it takes to actually launch something, get it in a proper orbit, and get the orbital insertion sorted out, and do this, do that, and the other. I started watching YouTube videos to pass the time. And doing that, started to think, you know what, that actually looks like fun. I think I'll do that myself. And the rest, as they say, was a complete disaster.
It's not too much bad fun, is it? It's not bad, is it? Doing this video malarkey.
No, it's good fun. You get to meet some new people. I made a lot of new friends while doing it. And anybody who's got the vaguest interest in doing it should make at least one video, just to see what they think about it.
Yeah, actually, I can agree with that.
Yeah. While making that video, they should link to my channel. But apart from that...
There you go, you're at it again. Self-publicity.
I'm in Stuttgart.
I am.
Where are you, good sir?
40 miles, 1 hour out.
Okay.
I'm making good time, considering I'm stuck to... Oh no, 40 mile an hour, now we're going uphill. No, back down hill again.
Oh dear. How heavy's your cargo?
20-something... 25 tons worth of digger.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that would slow you down a bit.
30 miles. Really making the time up now, bloody hell.
Yeah, find a patch of ice, you'll get there even faster.
Oh, that reminds me, does that mean Mr. Simon Parsons, you're here at a nice, important-ish threshold? I've hit 40,000 miles.
Oh, well done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. By comparison, everyone can look here. I'm about 841 miles away from 20,000.
Hey, happy days.
Yes.
Well, 4% down for me, 96 to go. Before I do the whole million miles. Oh dear. It's only taken me, what? 21 months. 21 months, yeah. Just under 2 years to get here.
I remember doing the calculations for you on how long it would take you to do the million miles, and well, I think basically you will be sat in your retirement home finishing this off. That's probably going to be completely depressing for you to hear, but
Stuttgart!
hey, well done.
So, I think this is a good chance to try and relog and maybe enter under the power of the servers rather than doing it offline.
That sounds like a good opportunity. Right, okay, I'm going to relog.
I'm going to pull over then and do the same. I see Stuttgart on my sat-nav now. Definitely there. But where's it sending me? It's not sending me to Stuttgart. Oh, it's sending me to the south entrance by the look of it. Anyway, I'm relogging.
Okay, see you in a sec.
And you're set. Stop!
Alright, connection established.
Welcome back, everybody. Euro Truck Simulator 2 with MoD and Simon Parsons.
Hello.
We're back on the server. How long for? I do not know.
But while it lasts, we're going to attempt to meet up.
That'd be fun.
Yes.
I think next time we do this, we should have a race. Both be at separate points and just go to a city.
That would be fun, to be honest with you, I think. Right, I'm on services.
I'm just coming off the motorway now-ish.
I can see other people. That's quite disconcerting after the last half hour, to be honest with you.
Just wait for the ping.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Right, so let's get rid of some of this wear and tear and impact damage and bouncing off of walls and not turning because I'm thinking of something else and other things like that.
Right, I've got plenty of time, so I'm just going to come straight to you. Sod the job.
Okay.
Well, because the in-game time is frozen, essentially. I'm coming straight to services with my diggers.
Right, I'll see you there, and I shall follow you to your destination.
Oh, cool. Very cool. I just hope it's not in a quarry. Oh my god, this car... excuse me. This truck all of a sudden feels like I'm doing 80. It's crazy.
Oh. In a 30-mile-an-hour zone, yes.
Yes. Funnily enough, I'm actually in a 30 zone. Although according to my sat-nav, 31.
Yes. That's
Going through.
Oh, I can see you. Mod number 53 reporting for speeding. Hello.
Hello. Reported for speeding. That's not very nice.
Well, lead on, good sir, and I shall follow you.
Oh my god, I just realised there's Christmas lights everywhere. That's
Yes.
actually really nice.
Yes, I am actually warming to this mod. I didn't like it right at the start, but yeah, the icicles, the Christmas lights. It's good, isn't it? It works well.
I don't think it's quite as nice as the one I use, because I believe the snow effects is the one I use when you're driving around the roads.
I've noticed that people are not so keen on honking each other when they drive past, which was the custom the last time I was on this server.
Apparently it's poor etiquette.
Oh, right.
Apparently.
Oh, in which case there's probably a few people across this server thinking, well, he's a complete tosser. But,
Oh, I
okay.
think that.
How far they are from the truth, I shall leave up to you to decide. By you, I mean the viewer, not you, Mod, because I'm fairly certain you know already.
Well, you know, I wouldn't like to say.
Yes, you would. I appreciate you not saying so.
Okay, I'm driving around in third person, just to change subject a bit, and there's like a wet water effect. It's all pixelated.
Ah,
It's slush. They're trying to represent slush.
interesting.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And it's windy as well.
Yeah, well, I must admit, it does actually look like snowfall in the south of England.
Oh, it's raining, that's why.
Yes. Grey and bland and very soon gone.
Don't see my arrow. Where am I dumping this? Oh, over there.
If I don't find the arrow he says, it's going to be right here.
It's over to the left, for whatever reason.
Oh, yes, there's some really horrible parking spaces there.
Oh, I've got to spin around with it.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the really horrible parking spaces.
Right, easiest way to do this is just spin around and come in reverse. He hopes.
Oh, I was kicked from the game, so I am not going to get to see you reverse park.
Oh, so have I. Oh, it's definitely not us, matey.
No.
That's a shame. At least we got to see each other.
Yes, absolutely. For a whole minute.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
going to say, even if it's just for a whole minute. Oh,
So, right, let's have a quick look and see if there's any Christmassy jobs.
one can hope.
One can hope. Well, I've got one from Stuttgart to Dusseldorf, which expires in 1,104 hours, 56 minutes. So I might take my time picking that one up.
Well, can hope I've got one like that. I know I had one in Stuttgart, that's why I tried to aim here.
And the destination is Stoke, so everyone knows, given 3 or 4 dozen tries, I can park there. And we're back to not caring that much about the traffic. So which side of the road shall I go on? Both.
And suddenly I'm doing Simon, I can't park.
You know, that was much less offensive when it was doing a lock.
So what you want to do is say, what's that mod? Hashtag mod sucks.
I would never say that.
I'll get you to say it one day.
More than 4 or 5 times at least.
Oh, no, nearly.
Thinking of Minecraft, as I often do. How's the plans for the grand reboot going?
It's going well. I believe the actual main event is this weekend, and I think Squirrel's rigged it up to his satisfaction. He's got an interesting little plan he's not telling anybody, though. I'm parked!
Well done!
Excellent. Show results. Yay! I've made some money at last.
Well done. Yeah. It's actually, you've had a rather unfortunate run recently. You've been taking a lot of damage while driving.
Yeah,
I
that
see.
last one in particular was a rough one. Right, Stuttgart, what have we got here? Please say I've got a Christmas gift one. And I do have a Christmas gift to Carlisle.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, I'll pick that one up, just so when I do transfer it over to single player mode, it stays. And then, I don't know about you, but I think it'll be time for me to wrap up this episode.
I should imagine so.
And apparently Windows Movie Maker doesn't allow you to record webcam for longer than an hour. That's how long we've been here for. How rude!
Yes. I've got to be honest with you, Movie Maker, my experiences with Movie Maker at the start almost drove me away from recording stuff. It's not the best package out there, really, is it?
No, sadly not. Well, maybe it's a good thing, because it encourages you to find something better.
Yes, as it did with me, quite quickly.
The biggest issue I have now is just webcam stuff. I would love to find something that can do webcam footage properly.
I basically, as I've told people on my channel, I will quite happily do a webcam episode the second I get to 100,000 followers. In fact, the second I get to 100,000 followers, it's a promise.
100,000?
Yeah. I
The way
think.
you're going, I think you'll get there before me, mate. Jammy git.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. At time of recording, my followers are 770, 771. So I think, jammy git or otherwise, I've got a little while to go before I get there.
Plenty of time. Right, on that note, I'll grab my cargo.
But when I do, and you've sorted out all your webcam problems, you can be all smug and you're doing it wrong, lad. You're doing it wrong.
Nah, I know I've got plenty to learn myself.
We're all learning all the time, and that's part of the fun.
Yes. Yes,
So there we
indeed.
go. I've grabbed my cargo as well. I've jumped the red lights I didn't notice as well.
I'm going to call that an episode from my point of view, Mr. Parsons.
I think it's good for me as well. I think this has been a fun run around, and we managed to stay on the server for a whole minute.
A whole minute.
Yes.
So on that note then, guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Mod. With me today has been Simon Parsons.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
It has been a lot of fun. Dream big, and we'll both see you again on our respective channels very soon. Also, feel free to check each other's channels out, if you know, because he does some good stuff. I apparently do good stuff. Apparently.
Oh, you do good stuff. You do good stuff. Euro Truck Simulator Challenge has been absolutely brilliant to watch, I'll be honest with you. So, yeah, I think it's been highly enjoyable, and thanks very much for inviting me along.
You're welcome, sir. Dream big, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.